What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. In this video I just wanted to bring you and I've kind of created this as my journaling and my organization and my task management system to you, because I feel like it's a great combination. It is more analog than it is digital, but I also do use a digital process. But for the most part, digital is very inconvenient when you're out, you know, a busy lifestyle and you're out and about. You might be in a meeting, you might be at a luncheon, you might be at a dinner, some kind of event, and something just comes across to you, and it's sometimes it might even be constituted as rude to just take out your phone and then start typing in stuff, you know. So it's nice to have this analog system and put this together with the help of several sponsors that have sent some of these items to the show. And so let's just dig into it, and I will show you exactly how I organize and manage and kind of have this as my personal planner, you might want to say, but I also use it for journaling too. So it's a kind of an all-purpose solution. So first off, I want to say shout out to Lockbee for sending this personal notebook planner to the show to review. And it really has allowed me to put this system together, because it has all the right pouches, all the right kind of storage, the perfect size, fits in your pocket. So that was part one of getting the right notebook / planner that this would all congeal into. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll open up the planner. And I'll show you, and see it's got a nice zipper that goes pretty much 3/4 of the way around. The back side is obviously not openable. It's kind of a canvasy, it's waxed canvasy to a degree, so it has some water resistance. You've got some nice coloring, kind of a beehive effect in here. It's kind of reflective, and then area for a notebook. Okay, and you don't have to use their notebooks. You can use, you know, field notes, whatever you're writing the reins, whatever your choice of journaling is. So we've got a nice little analog journaling process here. Then on this side we have some pockets that we can actually store some more items in. So let's go ahead and just kind of go through the pockets on here and what I've put in here to make this a complete process and system. First off, this is my brain on paper, right? So there's a lot of important stuff in here. So I have this little tracking card that works like an Apple AirTag, right? This is from Rolling Square, and this here will allow me, if I lose this, I have lost a lot of information, all right? And I don't want this getting in the wrong hands, so I want to be able to track it, and if I leave it behind, this notifies me. So this is not really related to it, but it's related to it. So some security, right? Some sense of like, hey, this is important. I don't want to lose this, and I want to be reminded if I leave somewhere and I've left it behind, or if I just can't find it, or if it's stolen. You know, I can at least try to use the AirTag system to notify that it's been stolen and stuff. So we have that. Next item is just a Fisher Space Pen. This is just kind of a backup. It just depends. I like Fisher Space Pens. If you aren't familiar with them, these things write in about any condition. You can write upside down, you can write in water, you can write in space, right? So they're very gravity resistant pens, and they basically will write anywhere on anything. So that's a nice little pen to have as a backup pen, because again, this is fairly analog, and this here actually extends into a more of a full-size pen. So if you're like, well, I really don't like these small pens, well, here you go. It extends into like a normal size pen just by taking the lid off and putting it on the back side. So a Fisher Space Pen, this kind is like a perfect fit for this. Second piece that I have, or third piece if you want to count the tracker, is this little gadget from Plod Note. Okay, this is a recorder, and it does a great job, and it's got AI built into it. And what you can do basically with this guy is record. If you're in a meeting, if you're at a luncheon and you want to record conversations, it will record it. And it does a pretty good job. And then it uses AI and it'll do a transcription. It'll create a agenda or action item list. Basically, like if you were to have a meeting and someone was in there taking agenda items and notes and stuff like that, it takes care of all that for you. You can also put this on the back of your phone, and it can record conversations and transcribe them, and again, do the exact same thing. So it is very, very handy to have this small of a recorder that does such a great job and has some AI built into it in your system. So Plod Note definitely is a winner. And look how thin and lightweight, and I mean, it doesn't get any better for a recorder, right? So I have this in the system because I do rely on it to record and then go back and take notes and run it through the AI and stuff like that. So kind of a digital analog crossover device there, right? It's digitally doing some of the stuff, but then some of it I take and put back into an analog process. So it's a very, very nice item to kind of crosswalk it into an analog digital conversion process. So I do love this little tool in the mix. Then otherwise you've got, like I said, these 3 pockets, small one, 2 medium size, and you got a large one here for whatever, you know. I just threw some ones in here, but you could throw notes or cash or receipts or, you know, papers that you want to bring for whatever reason. You know, you could use this for a passport, maybe, if you wanted to take this internationally and travel. It has a lot of use cases for that kind of stuff. So that's basically the inside of my process. Now, you're like, okay, I get it, so what do you do? So yeah, I can journal in here, I can record, take notes. So let's kind of go back onto the organization and task management, right? So that's where we come to the outside of the Lockbee case here. So this slot here, I basically use for some readers, all right? Thin optics. If you haven't heard of thin optics, these readers, I need them. And this is a convenient way for me to carry readers with me everywhere I go. These little readers fold up. They blue light block in case if you wanted to use them on a digital surface. And then, like I said, they're just so thin and lightweight. Why not? So my readers are always with me in that pouch. So let's move on to the main pen. This is my pen that I use most of the time. Again, the Fisher Space Pen is a great backup because you don't ever know where you're going to be taking notes, and if this pen happens to run out of ink, I have a backup. Or if somebody needs a pen, they can use one of mine. Okay? Works out both ways. So I want to thank Bastion for sending the show this pen to review. This is a beautiful titanium pen, and it has this mechanism in it, so basically you can fidget with it if you want. But overall, this is a very solid pen when it comes to performance and writing with. And again, I think I still have the box down here. If you're interested, write your own story. Bastion. Okay. High quality materials, innovative design, and superior craftsmanship. So if you're into pens and you want a very, very nice pen, then I highly recommend these guys. Alright. So, got my pen. Now let's talk the last piece of the pie, right? The last piece of the puzzle. I use Ugmonk, and that's like U-G-M-O-N-K, kind of like it sounds, right? Ugmonk. I think that's how it's spelled. I use their analog system, and I'll have a link for all these in the show notes. So if you want to do something similar, please feel free. Their analog system comes with a nice wooden case. It sits on your desk, sits on your nightstand, wherever you're going to be like centrally, located at. And I use their system, and I slot it in the back slots here for storage. These are my daily tasks, right? So basically you can carry them over. You can do them for a week, so like next. So some of your tasks might lead to other tasks, or you might have other sub-tasks that have a dependency or whatever. So I use their cards, and it just says like today, today. You can put the date on there if you want. There's a blank one that just says today, and then next. So I can cross these off, And then if I don't get to something, or if something else came up during the day, you know, and then I can write these onto here too. This is like a little mini inbox. So if I get some task during the day that I want to knock out, I can write it on these cards real quick and easy. I could add it to my digital reminders app in my iPhone, which I do use. So, you know, I still have a little blend of digital and analog going on there. But this is a quick and easy system to just write down a new task, plan the week, plan the day, however you want to do it, and have those daily tasks that you can just cross off and feel like you have got some production done, right? And it can be anything, like this was just places to visit on a trip, to like, hey, I need to return a library book, I need to pick up some weed be gone, call my dentist, you know, that kind of stuff. So those things are just easy little things that you can cross off and feel like you've gotten some productivity done during the day. And, you know, from grocery lists to whatever, we all have some kind of tasks. You know, if it's just getting gas in your car because you don't want to forget, or maybe, you know, you're going to get on a trip and you got to get gas before that, to anything, packing for a vacation, you name it. It's got stuff. And you can blend your work and your personal life with this system. All right. What I really like in the Reminders app is they allow tags in the Apple app, so you can actually tag stuff, work or home or personal or whatever, and then you can do the same thing in that. So you can mix or cross the streams, as your Ghostbusters fans would like to hear, and not have any issues. So anyway, I just wanted to bring you my quick and easy system that I've put together here. Several little things that I think make this a pretty good system, and I've been trying to perfect this, and I'm not saying by any means this is a perfect system yet, but to me it's feeling more complete, and it's allowing me to be a lot more productive, a lot more focused, and not miss things. You know, I'm being more proactive than reactive, and this kind of setup is exactly what I think I'm needing. Is it complete yet? No. Is there better stuff out there? Probably. So if you know of a better system, throw it down in the comments. I'll look at it. I've seen a few already that I'm kind of like, I might look into that. So hopefully this helps you, inspires you, and gives you some ideas. And, you know, that's how great solutions are come up with. We collaborate, we think. So by all means, add your comments to it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the show. And as always, if you feel like you want to pick up any of these items or look more into them, check the show notes. I'll have a link in there where you can definitely go and do your own research. And as always, guys, thanks for watching and have a good one.